let's still continue on my neckline series. Thank you for subscribing. I've been seeing a lot of new subscribers because, like I said, I'm back to making videos. At least should be weekly, but at most, if I don't do weekly, I'll do bi-weekly. Yeah, so keep subscribing, keep dropping your likes. Give me a reason to come back to teach you something else. If you have something in particular, maybe a neckline series, as we are going on the neckline series, please drop it in the comment section. So again, this is my basic bodies. I'm going to talk about the off shoulder and the monostrap asymmetry neckline. What does asymmetry mean? Asymmetry means when the two sides are not equal. Now these two sides are equal, but by the time we finish they will be unequal. I'm going to use one draft to just alternate between the two necklines I'm taking. So once again, is the off shoulder and the monostrap asymmetric neckline. So I get to work now. Please note that I don't have a shoulder dart. I have eliminated my shoulder dart from my body. So if your draft is the one that has a shoulder dart, you can close it over, but you know, you move it. You know how you to eliminate your shoulder dart. You can eliminate it before, that means you close it before you trace out on a new body, so I can have a dartless shoulder dart yet, but I have my waistline dart. Okay, so back to it. I have a full body. You have to use a full body. Most drafts I do have, but when it comes to asymmetric design, you have to draft in full bodies. If it's an asymmetric skirt, you have to draft a full skirt. If it's an asymmetric sleeve, you have to draft a full sleeve. Most times you draft a full sleeve, definitely, because the right sleeve is different from the front sleeve is different from the back sleeve. That's story for another day. But freehand, you can draft it together. So anything asymmetric, you have to draft a full sleeve, okay, on full bodies. So back to what I'm saying. I'll start with the off shoulder neckline. So if you want to do an off shoulder neckline, so the first thing on one side, determine the neckline. If I'm opening, this is my center. Determine the neckline. Where do you want it to? This is my right. Okay, if I let this face you, you understand that this is my right and this is my left. Looking at the both, so the right and the left. So first thing you need to do is you determine where you want your offness to be. Well, for me, I like my monostraps or my off to be on my right. So this is my asymmetric point and this is the normal point. So for my normal neckline, for the off shoulder, since this is the part, for my offness, I'm going to do a 5 inches. So I just mark the 5-inch points on my bodies. So this is my off shoulder line. Yeah. The next thing is, what do I use for my center front? I have a video that talks about off shoulder. If I've not posted it, I'll still post it. So off shoulder is your off front into 2 minus the sleeve. So my off shoulder at the end of the day comes back to being a 6. So I mark my 6. Most times, okay, if you don't know the trick to doing off shoulder, just go from your armhole. You can do 1 inch away from your armhole. You can see mine is 1.5 now, almost 2 inches. But at least do 1 inch away from your armhole, or just do 1 inch. Let's go on the safe side. By the time you sew it and it's still gaping, then you can take it. So if you don't know the trick for off shoulder, please just do 1 inch away. For my own offness from the center front is a 6. So I mark my 6. The next thing I need to do is, I'm first building my off shoulder. I'll just glide that gradually to meet my armhole. Gradually to meet my armhole. Now this is a sleeveless armhole. So if I'm going to do off shoulder, which is going to half sleeve, my sleeveless armhole is always 1 inch higher than my normal armhole. So this is my normal armhole. I have to bring the offness to my normal armhole. So from the offness, just draw it to your armhole. Please. Now you see why I have my cut armhole already. It's because I drafted the sleeveless armhole. If you drafted the normal sleeve that your armhole you've already cut in like this, your off shoulder should just slant down. So if there's a space, okay, let's say my armhole is like this. Yeah, let me do my curve. Okay, let's say my armhole is coming like this. I might have cut it. You see that there's space inside here, but you cannot cut your off shoulder following this curve. You have to just glide down from this one to the end of your draft. Now this is a draft without sewing allowance, please. So if you have sewing allowance, if your draft has sewing allowance, take your sewing allowance away. So work from your bust point exactly. Please note that, work from your bust point. So this is my bust point. And I'm just saying that if your armhole eats into it, you should fill it in with paper, because your off shoulder, you just glide down to meet your offness. Okay, so this is the off bodice. For my normal bodice, the 1 inch below my, this is my sleeveless, my normal armhole is 1 inch below my sleeveless armhole. Okay, so we have the offness. Now let's determine this neckline completely. Now in the middle, what depth do I want? So I'm going to say that I want a 4.5 inch depth. You need to know what depth you want in the middle, which will determine how you now take your curve. So my 3 points for my neckline, this is my point 1, this is the off shoulder that I've explained, the middle of the body, which is how deep you want it, and the third one, which is my normal armhole line. So if I want, I'm just going to increase this by 1 inch, so I'm going to use this as my point. So depending on how you now want it, you can do just a normal curved, like a semi-U neckline. So I first roll this line, and then I bring this. Okay, this curve is too deep for it. This curve is too deep for it, so I can just tilt my ruler. So I just see the way I used my ruler. This is a plastic ruler, so if you want, you can actually use it to, you know, do your, it's a trick that I use like I did now. That armhole curve is still curvy, so I just bend it, and I do my curve to my armhole. So you can, it's actually flexible, but it's just a little bending that you can do, just like this. This would have been too curvy, so this is like a normal U curve. If you want like a sweetheart, I'll just, you know, go up and come in. So if I want a sweetheart, it has to be deeper than this. So I bend my curve, you know, from there to the middle, do like this, and then from there I meet my neckline. So see the way, if you need, you can, you know, download the video, pause it while you are working, so I can go back to the way I was, you know, moving my French curve. I'm using French curve because not everybody has the pattern set. I have it, but you know, even if you cannot get a pattern set, you definitely be able to get a French curve. Okay, so this is normally just the curved armhole, and this one is a sweetheart. Now I love this. I'm going to post a picture that I did the dress. It's something like this. So you know, this is however you want it, you will just, so we're going to cut it both. We're going to cut the neckline when we're done. So I think whichever one you like, you can pick it from here. So the second style, if it's not an asymmetric off shoulder, it can be an asymmetric monostrap. So for this, all you need to do, you also, if you have this long ruler, it is also flexible. I can also bend it. So from my armhole to my neckline, I'm just going to, you know, from my sleeveless armhole. So if it's a monostrap, you know, it has to be a sleeveless armhole. So I'm just going to link it from there, like this, like this, like this. Okay, so this is my monostrap armhole. This is it. So like that, like that, like that, and then come to your sleeveless armhole. If you want it deeper in the middle, you can go a little deeper, you know, or you can do something like, you know, curve, and then, so if I want to do that, I can just use my hand. Maybe you feel this is too high, because this on the center neck now, that's what we have, is just a 4. So if you feel you want it to be lower here, you can just use your hand. So I'm going to increase it, and then just follow